Have you ever felt like you couldn't catch your breath under the scorching sun in Dallas, trapped in a sea of pickup trucks that just won't budge an inch? Or maybe your heart started racing as you sat through gridlock traffic in Houston, all while the radio blasts out another story about the growing number of people experiencing homelessness each day? Then there's Austin, filled with the glitter of festivals and the roar of tech innovation, where it's all too easy to forget to pause and ask yourself, how am I really doing? Where is my peace in all this noise? If living in a big city keeps draining your energy and making you feel lost in the rush, where can you turn to find space to breathe and maybe even a little slice of true freedom? The answer might lie in a place called Lajitas, a tiny town with a big personality and a mayor who just happens to be a goat named Clay Henry. Yes, you heard that right. This quirky goat leads with the laid-back charm of an old Texas frontier town. But Lajitas isn't the only hidden gem tucked away in the Lone Star State. Scattered across Texas are other remote towns, places brimming with stories, breathtaking landscapes, and small wonders waiting to take your breath away. Let's begin with Marfa, a tiny desert town whose population doesn't even hit 2,000 people, but it's now catching the eye of some of the biggest names in global technology. The Buzz, a major project backed by Open Origin, which itself is supported by heavyweights like OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle. Their vision is to transform roughly 80,000 acres of land surrounding Marfa into a massive, cutting-edge data hub powered by artificial intelligence. But Marfa is far from your average small town. In fact, it's one of the most remote yet visually stunning places in all of Texas. Its night skies are considered a priceless treasure, and for good reason. The mysterious Marfa lights, floating, glowing orbs that have danced across the desert horizon for decades, have drawn curious visitors and stargazers from around the world. Still, Marfa's magic doesn't end when the sun goes down. This town is steeped in a deep artistic spirit. It's home to the Chinati Foundation, an expansive open-air art complex founded by minimalist artist Donald Judd. Marfa is also known for the quirky yet iconic Prada Marfa installation, a permanent art piece that looks like a luxury boutique planted right in the middle of the desert. And now, the famously eclectic El Cosmico Hotel is undergoing an ambitious transformation, set to become the world's first large-scale 3D printed resort community. Nestled in the mountainous heart of West Texas, there's a small town called Alpine, a hidden gem surrounded by the dramatic peaks of the Davis Mountains. From the very beginning, Alpine has attracted a unique crowd. Artists seeking inspiration, astronomers chasing the stars, and anyone longing for a slower pace of life that's still rich in color and creativity. The town's walls are adorned with over 60 vibrant murals, each one a visual testament to how deeply art is woven into Alpine's everyday rhythm. Local galleries flourish here, and events like the Art Walk, the Cowboy Poetry Gathering, and the lively Viva Big Bend Music Festival keep the spirit of the town pulsing year-round, despite its distance from any major urban noise. But don't let the artsy vibe fool you. Alpine is more than just a canvas for creativity. Its high elevation and minimal light pollution make it one of the best places in Texas to take in the wonders of the night sky. The town regularly hosts stargazing celebrations, known as dark sky festivals, where locals and visitors gather around telescopes, attend astronomy talks, and admire stunning astrophotography exhibitions that capture the cosmos in breathtaking detail. Home to around 6,000 residents, Alpine enjoys a peaceful but purposeful rhythm. The presence of Sulross State University fuels a culture of learning and growth, while the classic baseball field where the Alpine Cowboys play brings the community together under bright stadium lights. Local cafes offer warm cups and even warmer conversations, creating a space where time seems to slow. The crisp air of the high plains and the near-constant clear skies make even a simple hike up Hancock Hill or a quiet moment on the front porch feel meaningful and restorative. Tucked away in the far reaches of West Texas, right where US Highway 90 intersects with the historic rail line of the Southern Pacific, lies the quiet desert town of Sanderson, a place with just around 716 residents. Don't let its small size mislead you. This town is a living, breathing echo of the Old West, where cowboy legends, steam locomotives, and mohair ranching come together beneath the silence of an awe-inspiring desert landscape. Sanderson was founded back in 1882 as a division point for the railroad, serving as a crucial stop where steam trains could refuel and switch crews. In its early days, the town thrived on the wool and mohair trade from nearby ranches, and even now, remnants of that golden era endure. An Art Deco-style courthouse and a vintage railroad depot stand as proud reminders of a bustling past filled with grit and steam. Today, this tiny but resilient community embraces its unique identity as the cactus capital of Texas. Every year, the town hosts a charming cactus festival, and local galleries showcase desert-themed artworks that reflect the beauty and solitude of the surrounding terrain. Among the old-school motels with Old West charm, tiny coffee shops, and even a futuristic robot-manned Amtrak station, fresh ideas are taking root. From the adrenaline-pumping Big Bend open road race to hands-on desert photography workshops and cowboy heritage events, Sanderson is slowly carving out its place as a destination for curious travelers and adventurous spirits. Next on the list is Lajitas, a tiny dot on the map of West Texas, quietly nestled between rugged limestone cliffs and the winding flow of the Rio Grande River. This town is so small, its population doesn't even reach 100 people. So what sets this speck of a town apart from all the rest? Well, believe it or not, the mayor here is a goat. His name is Clay Henry, a title passed down through generations in this one-of-a-kind tradition. Since the 1980s, Clay Henry has become something of a local legend, especially for his hobby of drinking beer, which has only added to his fame over the years. But don't be too quick to write off Lajitas as just a quirky novelty. Despite its remote location, the town boasts a surprising number of upscale offerings. There's a luxurious desert resort that provides full-service comfort, a scenic golf course carved right into the desert terrain, and a variety of picturesque hiking trails that wind through dramatic desert landscapes. And if you love the open road, Lajitas gives you direct access to the River Road, often hailed as one of the most breathtaking drives in all of Texas, with its sweeping views and majestic solitude. If you're looking for the kind of place where you can completely disconnect from the noise of everyday life, Jeff Davis County might be exactly what you need. Located in the far southwestern corner of Texas, this region covers a vast area, yet is home to only around 2,000 residents. The solitude here isn't just noticeable, it's intentional, and that's what makes this place so special. Amid the quiet majesty of the Davis Mountains, you'll find the renowned McDonald Observatory, one of the most prestigious astronomical research centers in the entire United States. Thanks to the region's crystal-clear skies, which are free from light pollution, this observatory has become a world-class destination for stargazing and space science. In fact, the quality of its night sky is so exceptional that the area has been officially designated as a dark sky reserve, a rare honor reserved for places with the most pristine night skies on Earth. Each year, the county hosts a number of unique events such as the Dark Skies Festival, the Star Party, and beginner-friendly workshops like Telescopes 101. What's even more exciting is how much the local community gets involved. Residents take part in everything from night-friendly lighting education to broader environmental conservation efforts. And beyond the observatory, there's plenty more to explore. From the historic Fort Davis National Historic Site to rugged mountain hikes, or even just lying back under the open sky to trace constellations as they slowly pass overhead. Dell City is a tiny agricultural town tucked away in the far western corner of Texas, resting quietly at the base of the majestic Guadalupe Mountains, right near Guadalupe Peak, which rises proudly as the tallest mountain in the entire state, reaching an elevation of 8,750 feet. This little town sprang to life in the late 1940s after the discovery of the Bone Spring Victorio Peak Aquifer, a hidden underground water source that turned out to be powerful enough to transform the arid Chihuahuan Desert into thriving green farmland. Thanks to this aquifer, once dry lands began supporting crops like cotton, tomatoes, alfalfa, and even chili peppers during its agricultural peak. Officially incorporated in 1948, Dell City experienced a wave of growth during its early years. In the 1960s, the town's population nearly reached 1,000 people, but over time, that number sharply declined, and today, it hovers around just 287 residents. Though at first glance it might seem like a ghost town, Dell City is very much alive, powered by farming, supported by small-town staples like its grocery store, and anchored by cozy cafes such as Spanish Angels and Rositas. It's a close-knit, self-reliant community that thrives quietly, away from the spotlight. Today, Dell City is better known as the main gateway to Guadalupe Mountains National Park, and it also offers access to the Salt Basin Dunes, towering white gypsum sand hills that stretch just east of town, offering surreal and scenic views. Every year, the community comes together to celebrate local traditions through events like the Dell Valley Hudspeth County Fair, the Junior Livestock Show, and a vibrant Halloween parade that brings smiles to faces young and old. Another growing attraction is Dell Valley Vineyards, a high desert vineyard that's slowly earning praise for its wine quality, even in the face of extreme weather conditions. Study Butte feels like the secret back door to Big Bend National Park, a rugged, unassuming spot with deep roots in Texas mining history. It was founded sometime around the early 1900s as a mercury mining hub, built on the lower slopes of a hill called Study, named after the mine's manager, Will Study, though interestingly, it's pronounced Studi. The main operation back then was the Rainbow Mine, which drove local activity for decades. But when the mine shut down in the late 1940s, the town's population plummeted. For years, it dwindled down to just 10 to 15 people holding on through the changing times. As of 2025, Study Butte is home to only around 164 residents. It's incredibly small, yes, but its role is far from minor. The town now serves as a crucial entry point to Big Bend National Park, which is the largest protected area within the Chihuahuan Desert region. Strategically located at the crossroads of Texas Highway 118 and Farm to Market Road 170, Study Butte sits just about 6 kilometers from the park's western entrance, making it the perfect home base for explorers and outdoor enthusiasts. Here's something interesting. A 2022 study conducted by Texas A&M found that 39% of Big Bend visitors chose to stay in Study Butte or nearby Terlingua during their trips, with the average stay lasting 4 days. That statistic says a lot about the town's importance, not just as a geographical landmark, but as a vital part of the park-going experience, offering accommodations, supply stops, and a laid-back atmosphere just minutes from breathtaking desert adventures. Presidio is a quiet and exotic border town located in the far southwestern corner of Texas, resting right on the edge of the Rio Grande River, directly across from the Mexican city of Ojinaga in the state of Chihuahua. As of 2025, Presidio is home to around 3,000 residents, a decline from its peak population of over 4,400 back in 2010. Despite its quiet atmosphere, this town holds more charm and intrigue than meets the eye. One of its standout attractions is Chinati Hot Springs, natural thermal pools nestled beside the river, offering a tranquil spot to relax and unwind after a day of desert adventure. There's also Fort Leaton State Historic Site, a centuries-old adobe fortress that stands as the oldest structure of its kind in Texas, now operating as both a historical monument and a cultural park. And for lovers of scenic drives, the stretch of River Road leading from Presidio toward Big Bend Ranch State Park delivers one of the most breathtaking journeys in the state. What makes Presidio truly unique is its cross-border community spirit. Life here flows freely between nations. Residents regularly interact with people from Ojinaga, a neighboring city nearly 8 times larger. The border feels less like a line and more like a shared thread, woven into daily life, making Presidio a rare blend of cultures, histories, and connections that transcend geography. In the heart of West Texas lies a peaceful little town called Junction, named for its location at the meeting point of the North and South Forks of the Llano River. With a population of just around 2,000 people, Junction feels like something out of a bygone era. Quiet, charming, and untouched by the fast pace of modern life. Its nickname, Land of Living Waters, isn't just poetic, it's literal. Water flows through every part of this town's identity, giving life to its community and shaping its rhythm. But Junction isn't only about rivers and springs, it's also about skies. Just outside of town, the South Llano River State Park is officially recognized as a dark sky area, making it an ideal location for stargazing. During the day, visitors can hike along more than 18 miles of trails that wind through wooded hills and rugged stone ridges. And at night, all you need is a blanket and a clear view to witness the stars in all their brilliance. No city lights, no distractions. The region is also a haven for bird watchers, with hundreds of species calling the area home, including the dazzling painted bunting, whose vibrant, almost surreal colors are said to be impossible to replicate with paint or pixels. Junction quietly makes its mark as a natural sanctuary where simplicity becomes something extraordinary. You might have heard the saying, big isn't always better when it comes to peace. If that's true, then Matador is proof. This town is small, only about 1.3 square miles in size, with a population of just 532 people. But the sense of space and serenity here feels boundless. Surrounded by rolling grasslands that stretch across the Great Plains and endless skies that seem to go on forever, Matador gives you room to breathe, to think, to be still. Matador's roots trace back to 1879 with the founding of the legendary Matador Ranch, which quickly became the beating heart of the region. The town's name, government buildings, and even the beloved Hotel Matador all come from the legacy of this historic cattle empire. Life here is quiet, steady, and proudly traditional. You'll hear the wind whispering through the prairie grass, the distant rumble of an old truck on a country road, or the rhythmic clop of cowboys on horseback moving cattle across open range. At night, the sky turns into a spectacle of stars so vast and vivid, it overwhelms even the best camera lenses. In Matador, the pace is slow, but the connection to land, sky, and heritage runs deep, offering a kind of freedom and grounding that's hard to find anywhere else.